How you guys doing? Alright, we're about to watch a video, and I'm not gay bashing at all. It just happens to be this guy is what he's talking about. And I'm just pointing out the reptilian eyes, because this is what you call a reptilian alien. And for those of you who are not familiar with this stuff, go look at your brain chart. You have a reptilian core to your brain. It's said to be responsible for fight or flight. That response that you have when you're in danger. Most people have a slit in their eye. If you zoom in them real close on images like I would, you discover that that reptilian brain puts slits in people's eyes. You'll have to go through about, I don't know, 4 or 5 photos, zooming in real close before you discover that miraculously everybody has a slit in their eye. You just have to dig through photos. You'll see it. And don't be shocked. I love it when people leave me emails. I don't have a slit in my eye. Listen to me, people. You have a reptilian core to your brain. You're only kidding yourself. Send me 12 of your photos. I guarantee I'll zoom in professionally and I'll find a slit in one of your eyes. Yeah, you're the only one with a reptilian core to your brain and no hint of reptilian in you. You're the slave class, people, the food class. These guys will eat you. They will certainly rape you and drink your blood. You need to unite peacefully for your survival, if not love for each other. And get to my channel for truth. How's it going? Thanks for joining me. So we're going to go over a few things right now, and I'm sure you're going to love them. This is going to be a good video. One of the things people keep asking me about is these chakras. And I'm going to give you a good example about the chakra thing. You have a headache. You have to go to the store and you get drugs for that headache. You get sick, you have a sore throat, you go to the store, you get drugs to fix your sore throat. You have heart problems, you go to a doctor, you get pills for your heart or whatever, or you get aspirin regimen. You have to get more drugs. You have tummy problems, okay, you get Pepto-Bismol, whatever. You know, every one of the chakras match up to a different part of your body that you are being sucked dry of your money and your foods. I can drag them across water. You see that in my video using only a neodymium magnet. It doesn't work with the regular magnet like off your refrigerator. It's got to be a neodymium one. But hold on, you have bowel problems, you will go get medication, see a doctor. You have sex problems, you will buy shit off TV or whatever it is that you do. They're constantly beating you with all this stuff. You have, okay, so here, this is for every chakra on your body. There's you're being milked, okay? You're being fed stuff that's giving you problems, and then you're milked every possible way. And then on top of that, they tell you to go do this and do that with your chakras and this and that. And people, listen, this thing that's built into you, okay? You get a headache, you get a frog in your throat, you get a pain in your heart, you get hungry, you get horny, you need to take a shit or piss. These are the 7 chakras. You get your scalp tightens up when you get freaked out. All right, you have 2 at the soles of your feet. So when I tell you look at the sun, that's the soul. You put your bare soles on soil. And the windows to your soul, which are your eyes, you look at the sun. Now, what I'm telling you is that this is like rectifying. This will rectify you. That's what it's done to me. It's like straightened me up. It's given me the ability to you know, the sun is conscious. To see that the sun is absolutely conscious. There's no question about that. Now, I was pointing out about the iron foods. Okay, somebody pointed out about the cell towers being able to, you know, send out a high pulse that would make things fry up. And they're military grade, and that they could kill us all with a switch if they wanted to. So that was something that somebody pointed out with the iron mixed with the cell towers sending out microwaves, and that they could cook us in our sleep. So somebody pointed that out to me. And also, like, if magnetic mountain, you know, maybe there's so much iron that if we went to that magnetic mountain, it would be like Magneto ripping our bodies to shreds so that we couldn't actually go to there because of the iron in the diet or something like that. These are things that I'm looking into and I'm going to figure out, because we all need to figure this shit out. Because the iron in our diet is not supposed to be there, people. So, not in the levels that is in our bodies right now.
Okay, you're not being fed bioavailable iron. I could drag all your food across water using a neodymium magnet, and it doesn't matter what food you think you're eating that's healthy. There's something that they've done to it to shorten our lives. And I'm telling you, we need to get to drink from this living waters somehow before we're dead. And I'm telling you, it's right over there at the end of your compass. And it's being rubbed in our face that you were birthed into this place and you will be birthed out of this place. You know, you hear that song, she's a brick house, she's mighty, mighty. Just, that's what you're in right now. You're in the brick house right now. But there's an exit hole. And what I'm telling you is that he's pointing to the exit hole. It's right over there. It's at the center of the dish. And we need to get there before we're dead and drink from that living waters. It's just that simple, people. And I know you don't want to believe it because you've been lied to your whole lives, but this is what it is. Go watch. You want to see some crazy shit? There's the Paracelsus. He has a book where he shows people how to make a homunculus, a succubus, an incubus. Now, a homunculus, they take an egg and some sperm in an injector, and they make a hole. You got to see this. And then they inject it in there, and then if you feed it blood in over 44 days or something like 40, 50 days or something, this thing will grow up to be a little person. Go see that shit. You can see these experiments these people are doing. And the succubus is when they murder a woman with a baby inside of her, or something crazy, something horrible. I can't even explain it to you. It's something crazy. But what's born out of this thing that they do is an incubus or a succubus, depending on if the baby was a male or a female, that they murdered inside the mother to make this creature, the incubus or succubus. That's how it does. It's two people that are murdered at the same time. It's the mother and a daughter, or what is a mother and a son. And whatever they do with this, what ends up being birthed out when they're done is either the incubus or succubus. That's how that's done. Paracelsus, in his books, explain this type of stuff. Everything you think you know to be true is a lie. I'm telling you, everything's hiding right there in plain sight. That you're baptized in water. You know, you go into a church and you put the holy water on your head, showing you're birthed into this world. No, you're birthed out of this world. You were birthed into this world. And like I show this all the time, you will be birthed out of this world. Now, you see I put over here, endless witches. Every word you speak is a magic spell. So don't say, oh, you read Paracelsus, you're a little witch. Every word you speak is a magic spell. As I explained, the sine wave, you sign on the line, you sign on the X. Every act that you do is an act. You're on the fucking chessboard right now, and I'm telling you, you're the black hole. You're the black hole at the center of your heart. And what I'm telling you is that, let's go over string theory as an example. Bear with me for a second. So you see an MRI sheet. Okay, now you picture R2-D2, he projects Princess Leia, but if you turn around to the side, you'll see it's a thin sheet, like a sheet of paper. It only looks three-dimensional from when you're looking at the front or the back, but if you go to the side, it turns into a sheet of paper. This is like the MRI, the strings. You're like a string on the sheet of paper. It only looks three-dimensional from the top or the bottom, but from the side view of this place, it's like a TV, a flat sheet of paper. So, I know that sounds crazy, but it's the electromagnetic spectrum and MRI, magnetic resonance imaging, okay, your avatar. Every thought you have collapses the wave function and brings something into reality. You want a sandwich? You'll collapse the wave function and go get yourself some bread and mayo, whatever, and you will make that happen. Okay, your avatar, there's another side of you. It's on the other side of that sheet of paper that we're on. We need to get to the Holy of Holies at the center of the dish. Okay? It's like they rub it in our face. I see it like KISS, 99.99 KISS FM. We need to go in that hole, and X, that's like you put X's and O's, that's the kiss, and then you have the hug. We will go into that hole, and when we pop out the other side, we will be in the land of perpetual twilight. Everything's upside down. Everything that's ever being shown to you is upside down. So when you think of string theory, you're going to think of MRI, magnetic resonance imaging, and that your avatar, there's a three-dimensional body somewhere else. You're going to need to get through the Holy of Holies at the center of the dish, back to your 3D body. Right now, you're in your avatar, on the gridiron. you're playing a game. You're probably sleeping with a whole suit on right now like they show you in movies. Okay? And we're in this crystal ball, and there's another side that we need to get to, and we're going to get there through the Holy of Holies. But right now, string theory, you're a vibration, you're a string on this gridiron bumping into other strings. You're a string on the gridiron bumping into other strings. Okay? And you're leaving shit in your wake. And what I'm telling you is what I'm leaving in my wake is heaven on earth. Me and a bunch of people have literally spilled our blood over our intent and published it to the Ethernet. They say, so it is in your head, it's imaginary, so you write it down and you bring it into this real world. And you say it. It all started with the word. You brought it from your head and you said the word, I'm going to bring forth heaven on earth. Then you wrote down a piece of paper, spilled your blood on it, and published video of it to the Ethernet. What the fuck? You know what? The Ethernet ain't going away for a long time. Trust me. That is the magical thing in all of this, is you publish that to the Ethernet right beside the rest of ours, and we will have enough people eventually side by side that heaven will actually come to earth, because we willed it and it was our intent. If you intend to bring forth heaven on earth, just like if you intend to make a sandwich, you will go get yourself some bread, you will go get some ham, you'll do whatever. If you intend to bring forth heaven on earth, spill your blood on it and publish it to the Ethernet. Place it right beside the rest of ours under blood over intent. And you'll see. Go over there and look for yourself. All of us stacked side by side. Blood is thicker than water. That's what's going to bring heaven to this earth, people. That's what's going to bring heaven to the earth. It's just that simple. You're a powerful being. You have to will it. Bring it into that. Look, all I did by accident originally was attach my intent to the original intent, as on earth as it is in heaven. Okay? That's all I did. And poof. I'm getting everything I need mentally to bring forth heaven on earth. I can see right through all this shit. Okay? So when you think of string theory, I'm telling you, think of magnetic resonance imaging. You're a vibrating string here on the gridiron, and you're bumping into other strings, and they either leave you negative or they leave you positive. You know, everything that you do is an act. I'm telling you, at the center of this chessboard is the way out of Oz. Every compass is pointing to it. It's been rubbed in our face. We need to get here before we're dead. It's just that simple. And I can't do this alone. How the fuck am I supposed to overcome a treaty and do all that shit? Okay, so ask me stupid questions like, where is it? It's at the end of your fucking compass. Every compass points to it. It's the yellow brick road. It's right over there to the center of the dish. It's just that simple. And then if you ask me, well, why am I there? How the fuck am I going to get there? I got to still wake up billions of fucking people to get us all there. I mean, some of you ask silly questions. You're like a fucking, all right, like the movie Kick-Ass. Hit girl, clearly, you hit a girl, you have sex with her, all right? You're like, you is bent and confused. That's you, you're bent and confused. Hamburger, that's the I turned to the left. You are the burger. Listen, you're the one living in Sodom and Gomorrah right now. All your food, even if it's vegetarian, has ground up babies in there and all kinds of shit. It has the HEK 293, aborted baby fetuses. You're a fucking cannibal, satanist motherfucker. You put on a black robe when you graduate. You speak magic spells. You can't see shit. And I'm telling you, you need to spill your blood over your intent. Okay? The reason there's a gay undertone in everything is because you need to get to the Holy of Holies, which is like an asshole, where Jesus places his light into the hole. And that's the way out, people. You set it up, your spear of destiny every year, your swastika. Okay, you're the black sun. You got your double cross and everything. And listen, people, you see Alien Con. This is just funny on TV. The Ancient Aliens. Is Alien Con coming up? That's just funny. Go to aliencon.com. That's some funny ass shit. They're telling you it's a con, like concern, no concern. CERN is of no concern, people. You're a bunch of retards bumping their balls together. Okay? So Kick-Ass, you can see this is all these superheroes, and nobody can bring forth heaven on earth. That's funny. Everybody's fucking retarded. Spill your blood over your intent that you intend to bring forth heaven on earth and publish it to the Ethernet. Look, you stood her up. You know, when you're a virgin, your blood is pure. You lose your virginity, you lose your divinity. So when you stand up a girl, that's what they're telling you. It's right there. You're a stand-up guy. You stood her up. You didn't lie her down and fuck her. What I'm telling you is that Everybody's born into this through sex. You were birthed into this world. Through sex, you become hexed, and you will be birthed out of this world. When you spill your blood over your intent, somehow that hex is like lifted off of you after like 360 days. You can start seeing shit like nobody else can. Susan B. Anthony. Turns out the B stands for boy. It's transgender. And it's crazy, people. We could bring forth heaven on earth from the comfort of home. It's that when all of us write out on a piece of paper that we intend to bring forth heaven on earth, and we spill our blood on it and place it side by side, and we're all blood is thicker than water, that's how we're getting out that hole, people. It's just that simple. We're gonna need to do this from the comfort of home. You see what they do to people who gather in the streets? It's that we have to do this from the comfort of home. Your resistance is futile. If it takes me 3 years pointing out the obvious, we're going to get to the fucking below deck where we get our everlasting life. We're going to fucking make it there, people.